Coming up on Timber Creek today,
we give you the latest update on Skydancer's competition season.
We tell you about the new AP Capstone program for students.
And all of your national, entertainment, and sports news updates.
All ahead on Timber Creek today.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Monty Luna.
And I'm Maddie Hill.
And this is Timber Creek Today. The Timber Creek Skydancers and Violet Bells swept at their competition last Saturday, February 29th. If this sounds a bit familiar, that's because the Skydancers and Violet Bells took home first and second place at their competition last weekend as well, making their wins this past Saturday their second win in a row. Skydancers took home highest scoring lyrical and pom dances, super sweepstakes, and the grand championship, while the Violet Bells won best in class for their jazz, contemporary, and pom dances, and multiple outstanding choreography awards.
A number of soloists also made it to the final round of the competition, with Sydney Baker taking home first place in the junior solo division, and Brianna Bennett and Lydia Feemster placed first for their duet performance. The Skydancers are headed to Los Angeles for their national competition this weekend, and we wish them the best of luck as they take on Hollywood.
TCU will be hosting a U.S. Service Academy Forum on April 4th, and Timber Creek students and their parents are invited to attend. Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn, among other congressional associates, will provide students with selection and admission opportunities for the nation's service academies. Representatives from services such as the U.S. Military Academy, the U.S. Naval Academy, the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, and more will be in attendance. School principals, counselors, and teachers are encouraged to attend as well. This forum is especially important for juniors looking to get congressional nominations for one of these academies.
Falcon Theater's production of The Book of Everything opened this Thursday, March 5th, and will run until Saturday, March 7th, so it isn't too late to grab a seat. Tickets for students are $5 and $10 for adults at the door.
The Book of Everything tells the story of a young Thomas Klopper, a 9-year-old boy living in the religious household in post-World War II Amsterdam. Thomas's overactive imagination guides him through struggles in his home life and showcases the importance of a child love. Take a look.
Age 9.
Exploring Educational Excellence will be coming to Fort Worth on April 30th at 7 p.m. to provide opportunities for students to browse colleges such as Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Rice, and the University of Chicago. The admission counselors at these 5 schools will be in the South Lake Town Square at 400 Plaza Place. Registration for this event is now open, and students are encouraged to bring their registration confirmation packet to this event.
Timber Creek took on the DECA State competition on Sunday, February 23rd. 7 students coming home with an abundance of medals and trophies to show for it. These students, who first placed well at the district level of competition, competed against 5,300 students at the state level. DECA member Mercy Adu qualified to compete at the International Career Development Conference, ICDC, in April, which will host students from the U.S. and Canada.
Coming up on Timber Creek Today.
Will Stevenson brings you up to speed with national news.
And later, Parker Sutliff with your weekly dose of entertainment news.
All ahead on Timber Creek Today.
Anyone can sign up for the 5K or 1 mile fun run, so bring your whole family. The proceeds from Casey's Kids go towards helping disadvantaged students in the Keller ISD area to provide them with clothing, school supplies, and household needs. This year, they're also partnering with the Keller ISD Health Expo to provide various health screenings, food trucks, and a mobile cart or blood care truck at the event. Awards are given to the top 3 runners in each age group. Plus, the Casey's Cup is awarded to the Keller ISD school with the most participants. Join us on Saturday, March 28th for the 5K or 1 mile fun run. To register, go to kellercpta.org and find the 2020 Casey's Kids Run under events. Hope to see you there.
Now we'll throw it to Will Stevenson with national news.
Hello, I'm Will Stevenson, and here's your look at stories from around the nation. After Super Tuesday, former Vice President Joe Biden's campaign has new life, while 4 other Democratic candidates headed off the campaign trail. In the 15 Democratic primaries held on March 3rd, Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders came out with hundreds of delegates to add to their totals. Biden was first placed in 11 of the primaries, including Texas, and picked up around 380 delegates as of Wednesday. Sanders also did well, winning Utah, California, Colorado, and his home state of Vermont. Biden's improvement in the race can partially be explained by Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar dropping out of the race early this week and endorsing Biden. Following a disappointing showing during Super Tuesday, billionaire Mike Bloomberg dropped out and endorsed Biden early Wednesday. Elizabeth Warren, once a frontrunner in the election, ended her campaign Thursday morning, but had yet to announce if she'd endorse Biden or Sanders. Florida is next on the primary circuit with an election set for March 17th. At least 24 people are dead, with hundreds more injured and displaced after at least one tornado ripped apart homes in central Tennessee, including around the Nashville area. Weather service experts aren't sure if it was a single tornado with multiple touchdowns over a stretch of 145 miles of damage, or if multiple twisters hit the area. Towns such as Camden, Mount Juliet, and Cookeville, as well as East Nashville, were hit by the storm. Emergency responders were still searching for victims at the last check. And coronavirus concerns continue around the world this week. The Italian government announced they were closing all schools as COVID-19, the novel coronavirus, continues to spread in their country. Americans have also been battling the disease, with over 162 cases having been diagnosed in the United States, including 11 around in San Antonio, Texas. Experts suggest simple hand washing for 20 seconds with soap and water to help stop the spread of COVID-19 and many other diseases. That's all for national news this week. I'm Will Stevenson.
Thanks, Will.
AP students have a new AP course added to their selection.
The new AP Capstone course is going to be introduced next school year and will be available for current freshmen and sophomore students. And don't worry, if you've already selected your courses for next year, you have until March 31st to change them.
Here's a video with more details on the new AP Capstone course.
AP Capstone is an innovative program for high school students designed in partnership with college faculty. Built on 2 new courses from the Advanced Placement Program, AP Capstone challenges students to select their own topics of study. In AP Seminar, students learn to evaluate the strength of an argument, pose solutions, collaborate, and communicate. In AP Research, students design, plan, and conduct a year-long investigation on a topic they choose. Both courses foster collaboration, research, and analytical writing.
Within AP Capstone, the seminar course is innovative for its flexibility. The research program has a similar focus of flexibility and innovation that we find attractive. Instructors and their students can choose the topic they're going to focus on. It has to be interdisciplinary, it has to be engaging, it has to be pressing.
The AP Capstone program is, I think, one of the most exciting innovations the College Board has ever come up with, and it's primarily because the teaching focus is shifted from content to skills. That is a paradigm shift.
The AP Capstone program was implemented in fall 2014 in 114 schools in the United States and in 22 schools throughout Canada, Europe, and Asia. The number of schools and students participating in the program are both expected to grow rapidly. Diversity in classes is fundamental to AP Capstone.
I see so much growth in the students over the year with writing and learning how to not just synthesize information, which is so critical, but also to draw conclusions and solutions and think about problems in the world around them. They also learn to work in teams and collaborate with each other, which is a critical skill in today's society.
I was sitting here listening to our students in some of the presentations, and I wasn't seeing 16 to 17-year-old high school students. I was seeing 20 to 21-year-old college students sitting here going through some of these topics that range anywhere from euthanasia to human trafficking, pop culture. Their intellectual maturity over the few months that we've had the program is outstanding.
The AP Capstone classes really help students develop the ability to do inquiry, to learn about gathering information, what information to trust, or how to put that information in context, how to form an argument based on the data and the evidence and the information that they've got, and then how to communicate it.
AP Capstone exams are validated by an external team of expert faculty from high schools and colleges.
The external validation associated with AP and AP Capstone does is it gives us a national standard. And for people like me that work in admissions and enrollment at selective universities, that in itself is of huge value. So we trust what we see.
The AP Capstone program, I think, is very unique. It's a broad program that gives skills that we think are very valuable, not only for college, but life skills. The ability to analyze, to critically think, to present that information is really wonderful. And I think both courses do a great job of preparing the student for the rest of their lives.
Fostering the research, argumentation, and communication skills that provide a foundation for college and career success.
In August of 2019, NASA opened up admissions for student-written essays suggesting names for the rover that will be sent to Mars during the summer of 2020. Officials began evaluating the essays, detailing why the name they chose would be best fit in November, and the final list has been whittled down to 9.
The final list of the names voted upon include worldwide titles such as Endurance, Vision, Clarity, and Ingenuity. The winner of the contest in the name of NASA's new rover will be announced this month. Coming up on Timber Creek Today.
Parker Sutliff catches you up on entertainment news.
And an exciting reminder for students.
We'll be back after this short break.
Hey Falcons! Severe weather is any hazardous condition caused by thunderstorms, high winds, flooding, or tornadoes, and they're all considered. That's why during a severe weather situation, we need to follow these procedures to stay safe. Outside classes, including portables, need to head to the school building. Do not be outside during severe weather conditions. Proceed to a designated safe area. Safe areas are indicated by this sign. Make sure you shut the door behind you. Get into a protective posture. Get on your knees. Put your forehead on the floor and put your hands around your head. Then wait until the all clear sign is called. Severe weather can be dangerous, but by following these procedures, you and everybody else around will be all right. Remember, Falcons, it is our responsibility to keep safe. Oh no. Oh no. Ah!
Hey seniors, high school's almost at an end and college is just around the corner. Let me show you how to order your high school transcripts. First, go to kellertexas.scriborder.com. The webpage that you'll see will be the transcript request form page. Click on the backpack if you're a student requesting transcript forms, and then fill out the information page. Once you've done that, sign your e-signature at the bottom of the page, and then it'll take you to another page that will allow you to select which colleges you want to choose to send your transcripts to. That's how you order your high school transcript, guys. Acceptance letters are now on the way. See you guys later.
Welcome back, and now we'll kick it to Parker Setliff for some entertainment news.
Thanks, guys. Hi, I'm Parker Setliff with your weekly dose of entertainment news. Let's get started with the news of the brand new Friends reunion to happen on HBO Max. 16 years after the 236th episode of the iconic beloved sitcom had screened, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Ross are back and returning on a new platform. The reunion show will take place in the original Stage 24 in the Warner Bros. Studio in Burbank, California. The cast is expected to make between $3 to $4 million per episode and also serve as executive producers. All of the episodes will be able to be streamed in May 2020, along with one untitled scripted episode, which by the sound of that, it will include the original cast members to return and talk about life after Friends had originally ended. Jennifer Aniston and the rest of her co-stars all shared a photo on Instagram announcing the spinoff and made America's heart throb. Make sure to tune into the Friends reunion. And of course, we need to talk about all of the groundbreaking news in the world of Bachelor Nation. This past week, pilot Peter Weber got down to his last 2 women after a very emotional week. Fan favorite Madison Pruitt came to Peter with her morals and told him that intimacy is important to her and not something she throws around, and that if Peter was intimate with the other women, she would most likely remove herself, leaving us with the cliffhanger of whether she would leave. We finally get to the rose ceremony where Peter gives her the rose, sending Victoria F home. Hannah Ann and Madison are the 2 women left, so make sure to tune in to the live 2-night Bachelor finale this Monday and Tuesday at 7 on ABC. That's all the entertainment for today, and make sure to tune in 2 weeks for more inside scoops on Hollywood's latest and hottest stories. Back to Maddie and Monty at the desk.
Thanks, Parker. Coming up after the break.
Campbell catches you up on all things you need to know about Timber Creek sports.
All ahead on Timber Creek today.
Hey y'all, we're heading to the Timber Creek School parking lot to find some trash. Come take a look. We're out here in the wild trying to find some trash. Some stuff that's rolling around for weeks. Oh wait, I see some trash. It's been here for 2 weeks. Another fine specimen here. Carton of milk. Thrown here, discarded, unwanted. Pick up your trash. No way. Do you realize how rare these are? Dude, you got a full drink. What? How can you be fooling your stomachs without fooling your hearts? Pick up your trash. Oh, somebody's trying to sneak up on you. Somebody's trying to sneak up on you. Whoa. Get it. Jeez. Wow. Another milk carton. It's empty. Just like your soul is. Pick up your trash. Don't let her. Keep a lid on it. Don't be trash. Pick yours up.
Girl, please do not leave me. Stick around like my cheddar cheese. Don't got money, you can count on me. That yellow, that cheesy, that eat it, so easy. Want that crunch, dinner and for lunch. I'm first in line, don't ever dash and dine. Yeah, it's Friday, this is the way. TCOD, Quai's the OG. Nachos not free, $1 for me, $1 for me. Hey girl, you're so beautiful. I wanna marry you. I wanna spoil you. You know me. I love you. Choir nachos. Yes, sir.
Here are 6 tips about how not to get sick. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Always stay home when you're sick. If you need to cough or sneeze, make sure you do it into a tissue and then throw it away. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Wash your hands with soap and water often and for at least 20 seconds. If you don't have soap and water, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer instead. Be careful to follow these steps so you can avoid getting sick.
Hi, I'm Campbell Choate with this week's edition of Timber Creek Sports Network. The Falcon soccer team is currently in 4th place in their district and won Tuesday night's game against Byron Nelson, 2-1. The boys have game tonight against Fossil Ridge. Come support our team tonight at 4:30, 6, and 7:30. The girls will have their game against Fossil Ridge tonight at 4:30, 6, and 7:30. Come support the girls on their senior night tonight. Falcon Track had a meet yesterday at Louisville High School and the boys placed 2nd place in the Max Goldsmith Relays. Way to go, boys. Take a look. The Chad Powell mandatory meetings were all this week. If you did not have a chance to go, you will not be able to participate as a buddy in any Olympics. Any questions can be directed to Jarrett Stewart at jarrett.stewart@kellerisd.net. The meet is on March 17th. And that's it for this week's edition of Timber Creek Sport Network. Back to Monty and Maddie at the desk.
Thanks, Campbell. We'll be right after this short break.
Well, Falcons, this concludes the third 9 weeks of the school year.
But that means that spring break is here, but only for a short amount of time.
Take a look.
I'm Gabaldon, and I'm here to introduce you to a revolutionary new product. Spring break. But first, let's go ahead and take a caller. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name's Jack McIntyre. I'm from Timber Creek High School. How long will this product take to come in, and how will it affect me?
You know, that's an excellent question. Spring break is a week-long break from school lasting March 7th through the 15th, and our extensive research has proven that it'll make students smile. How's that sound, Jack?
That sounds great. All right, yeah, I'll go get one right now.
Excellent. Be like Jack, and I'll see you next time.
Call 1-800-BUY-THIS today to receive your luxury spring break vacation from TCTV.
And that is all for Timber Creek today.
Have a great day and an even greater and safer spring break. Yay!